Hey Fox students, it's me, Mr. B, and today I want to read you guys a special story, and it's called Bear Says Thanks. I think it's a pretty awesome story, and I'm pretty grateful that the authors wrote this story because I think that the Fox kids are really going to learn some important lessons from it. Before we start our book, I want to remind you guys that we always talk about positive character here at Fox. And you guys know that character is how we behave, it's how we act. It's the qualities or traits that people have that make us who we are. And we all have character. And I'm sure your character is very good. You have great character. But there's many ways that we can have good character traits. We can be kind, we can be creative, we can be brave, we can be honest, we can show integrity. There's so many different character traits that we can have. Some character traits are better than others. And I know that you have all the positive character traits. And we've been learning about those in the Positivity Project. The Positivity Project talks about having the other people mindset and having that mindset of knowing that the people around us, they are so important and we have to treat them with kindness. It's a great character trait. And Positivity Project teaches us that, hey, we need to work hard. We need to show integrity, be honest, be creative, be brave, all the types of things that are positive character traits. Now today, we're going to talk about the character trait of kindness. And in this story, I want you guys to think about, I want you to listen to how the characters, who are animals, how they show kindness to each other. So think about, how do these characters in this story, Bear Says Thanks, how do they show kindness in the story? By the time we're done reading, I think you're going to be able to understand how they showed kindness, and I hope that you can think of ways that you can show kindness too. So that's our goal. We're going to try to find ways in the story that the characters, the animals, show kindness, and by the end of the story, I hope that you too can think of ways that you can show kindness, maybe in school, maybe at home, maybe on the playing field with your team, maybe in the dance recital competition, anywhere you are, how you can show kindness too. All right, let's get to the story. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Bear Says Thanks. Here we go. I hope you guys can see, and I'm going to try to bring the page to you close as we read. All alone in his cave, Bear listens to the wind. He is bored, and he misses his friends. Take a look at Bear. I bet you too sometimes get bored and miss your friends. I know I do. I could make a big dinner, a feast I could share. But he looks through his cupboard, and the cupboard is bare. Take a look at our friend Bear. Now that's a pretty tough word, bear. Now I'm not talking about this kind of bear. I'm talking about bare cupboards, and that means there was nothing in his cupboards. They were empty. Bare means like empty. Think about this. If you went outside without your mittens, your hands would be bare. Poor Bear, nothing in his cupboards. Then Mouse stops by with a huckleberry pie, and the Bear says thanks. Wow, his buddy Mouse brought him a pie. What a cool dude Mouse is. He's so nice. Bear says, goodness me, a delectable pie. Delectable, it means delicious. But I have made nothing, he adds with a sigh. Here's Bear with a pie. And then Bear is sad. He's holding Mouse, telling him, I don't have anything for us. Then they hear, hi-ho, and they both see Hare. He's like a big old rabbit with a batch of muffins at the door of the lair. His little cave. The lair is his cave. Take a look. Not only does he have a nice, delicious pie, but now he has some muffins. He's a lucky bear. Hare hurries in from the cold, rushing wind, and the Bear says thanks. Check it out. Look at these animals. Are you thinking of ways that these animals are showing kindness? How are they showing kindness? Of course, says Hare. Then he points to the door. Here comes the badger. He's got even more. Take a look. The badger, he's bringing more food. What's he bringing? Brr, says Badger as he tromps inside. He sets down his pole and he smiles real wide. I'm back from a stroll at the old fishing hole, and the bear says thanks. Check it out. Look how many fish this badger brought. Wow, he brought like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish. That's delicious. And if you know anything about bear, they love fish. You like fish? It's pretty good. Then Gopher and Mole tunnel up from the ground. We have warm honey nuts. Let's pass them around. There's a flap and a flitter and a flurry in the den when in flutters owl with raven and wren. We have pears from the tree and herbs to brew tea. Take a look. Look at all the food they have. Think about it. Do you know how these animals are showing kindness? How are they showing kindness? How are they showing kindness? Think about that. And the bear says, wait. Bear mutters and he stutters and he wears a big frown. Bear sighs and he moans and he plops himself down. You have brought yummy treats, you are so nice to share, but me, I have nothing, my cupboards are bare. Remember, bare cupboards means empty cupboards. Take a look at Bear, he's so sad. And why is Bear sad? Bear is sad because he has nothing for his friends. They brought him food and he feels bad because his cupboards are empty and he has no food to share. That poor bear. Mouse squeaks, don't fret, there's enough, dear bear. You don't need any food. You have stories to share. Mouse is such a nice guy. His friends hug him tight. It'll be all right. And the bear says thanks. Take a look. Look how nice these friends are. Look how kind these friends are. Telling Bear not to worry. He doesn't need food to share. He can share his stories. They lay out their feast on a quilt on the ground, and the bear takes a seat while his friends gather round. Look at this feast. That's a ton of food for these animals. They're gonna be full. In a cave in the woods, in a warm, bright lair, the friends feel grateful for their good friend Bear. They pass around platters, they tweet, and they chatter. Check these guys out. So cool. Sharing and caring. And they all say thanks. Look at that. They all say thanks. So as we read our book, Bear Says Thanks, what a great book it was. You know, there are so many different character traits that we can have, right? In this book, we talked about kindness. And sometimes people are unkind, sometimes people are really kind. And I think that you kind of got the idea that all the animals in this book, Bear Says Thanks, they are so kind to each other. And think about this. Kindness doesn't cost you any amount of money. You can be kind to anyone. All you need to do is smile. Sometimes your kindness can come from listening to somebody. Sometimes you can be kind when you give somebody help, give them some ideas, give them your time and your attention. You don't have to give toys and presents to people to show kindness. In fact, our friend Bear, he didn't give anybody any food because he didn't have anybody. But he gave them his time, he shared stories, and he shared what a good person he is with his friends. And that is how you can have kindness and have good character. Now, think about it. What are some ways that you show kindness or can show kindness?